Yo, guys, welcome to the FYI podcast. I'm the boy UKO, man. I'm Nick. You know, I'm here with the Mimi. It's been a while.
I know. I missed you
You
guys.
look beautiful, by the way.
You.
What's this
Thank
fit that you got? What are you calling
Well,
this?
this is plain Jane.
This is plain Jane.
This is plain Jane.
This is plain Jane. This ain't the bust down.
This ain't the bust
You
down.
look incredible. Right now, we got Danny Pressplay on here. Danny, I want to give you some accolades before we even start this. Like, I see you doing your thing in the Bronx as well. I see you're just taking drill to a level that no one else is willing to take it. And I don't think it's you're not forced to do it. You do it because you love the brand, you love the genre, in fact.
Big up Danny.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no.
Big up Danny.
Wait, do you
Interesting intro.
Do you guys agree?
I agree with that.
Do you guys
I
agree with what I'm doing?
I agree with that.
You guys agree with what I'm saying?
Kind of. I'll say the love is a bit.
Oh, you
gone
don't feel
down a bit.
you don't feel the love?
No, I don't. I feel at this point it's not even love. It's survival. Like trying to just save drill. Like
Okay.
I wouldn't even say I'm doing it for the love. I'm just saying it just to keep it alive.
We've got some of the biggest rappers in the genre saying that Joe's dead. So you're actually.
So what's the plan to
Yeah.
save?
You're holding Joe on your back right now.
What's the plan to save Joe?
You know what? Yeah, I don't even think there is a plan. I've never had a plan. I always kind of just like freeball it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like a lot of people are too harsh on drill. You know.
Okay.
I feel like no other genre gets criticized how the way drill does.
You think not even hip hop or
Nah, because no.
Why do you think that is though?
Because look at the stages of drill. Yeah, at first it was like, oh, it's too violent. Yeah, police were taking out videos. Oh, drill's never gonna pop off. Then everyone was saying that. Then it started charting. And then everyone was just like quiet for a bit. Then it went international and everyone was still quiet. Then it went to TikTok and everyone's like, oh, it's just too commercial now.
Yeah.
Then it started like dying down, but it wasn't just drill that died down. I would say the whole kind of
Buzz for it.
buzz. Not just in general. Like,
yeah.
I feel like the whole music industry, in other genres as well, kind of everyone's numbers lowered.
Yeah, yeah.
So obviously automatically drill numbers will lower as well. But I feel like everyone's a tiny bit more harsh.
I feel like the UK is like very cliquey. So once once one person kind of turns their back on something, you see it in like a domino effect. Everyone starts doing the same thing.
Are you making a reference to like some of the drill artists going to UK rap and like leaving the genre behind and going to UK rap?
Yeah, I definitely and I think there's so many different factors as to why that could have possibly happened. Probably to do with the negative parts of it, like police involvement in it and all that other stuff. That makes sense. And the real life aspect of it as well. What happens on the other side
of course.
of it.
Like majority of
Do you know
our
what I mean?
greatest rappers, they're all in jail
They're
now.
tired. I think everyone's probably a bit tired.
Yeah, I feel like as well. I think everyone's growing up. I feel like the drill fan base is very. It's a younger market, and then you see that gap between, let's say, 13 to like 20. Yeah, they grow up quicker. They become adults quicker from like 14 and 15, and then next thing you know, you're 18. That's like 3 years, yeah?
True.
So then they get older, so they don't really want to listen to drill. I feel like that era's gone. Like, you remember when we was in that era of like Skengdo and AM, M24 was coming up, 6-7 was on like the face of drill. Then in East, we had like J Hus in his early days when he was going back and forth with like Kojo Funds.
Yeah.
Like that era was powerful.
Yeah.
Especially for drill music. And we had the biggest catalogue of artists as well dropping. If you actually deep it, you could sit here and name like probably like 50 drill artists. But if you go into the other genres, how many artists can you actually name?
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. Do you think there's a way to preserve the sound without it being...
I think it's just going to evolve into something else.
Okay.
Like it always does, really. Like, I think,
what happened to Graham?
Nah, I feel like, I don't know. Just from what I could see already, I feel like drill will expand into other genres.
Okay.
Like there might be like Afro drill, or like Afro beats mixed with drill. There might be like, I don't know, it might be house mixed with drill. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that because people have done it. Like you see the big drill songs. Like a lot of them, if you go on Spotify, they've got house music remixes that have blown up. Look at I think is it SR's brother, Nutcase 22.
Yeah.
And he had that that whistled You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was going
the
mad on
cowboy
TikTok.
one,
That was
yeah.
going mad on TikTok.
And then they made a house version of it, and I think it was on like some silly numbers on Spotify.
Yeah.
So I feel like
They do that. They do that with that's like a little label tactic. They like Loski and Dig That's collab, no cap.
yeah.
They made like 50 house
Is
remixes
it?
for it as
Yeah.
well.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like it could definitely like evolve into other genres. I feel like the original sound of it is gone.
yeah.
So essentially, we're just waiting for the new wave.
Yeah, new wave, new genre, the new. It happens all the time, innit? The ones that like are popping get replaced by the new ones. It's just a cycle, innit?
When did you know? What made you know? Yeah, drill's done.
I think it was like last year, November.
Okay.
Yeah, when everyone's numbers just went
Okay, fair play.
down,
Fair
and
play.
I was just like, something. I was like, something's going on.
Yeah.
Because remember, also I see like the back end analytics of a lot of people's numbers. I know whose views are organic. I know who's paying for YouTube
Oh yeah,
ads.
you called them. You called this out. You called. Spoke on it. People
Yeah.
felt like it was a call out, but
Yeah,
you
nah.
you
It was
spoke
just. It's just.
How often does that happen though? Is that like
I
a
think
really
right
big thing?
now it's a very big thing. I feel like a lot of artists that were used to getting 500,000 views, 1 million views, and now they're only getting 50K, 100K, are panicking, and they're like, no.
But isn't that cool if they're doing it? If the 50K is organic rather than them botting?
Yeah, but to us,
Oh,
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
would
yeah.
say, I'd rather see 100K organic views than.
Yeah.
But for them, they remember.
It's image as well. It's an image
Yeah,
game.
a lot of artists, not all of them, but a lot of them want to keep up this whole persona of, I'm popping, I'm doing this, I'm growing. So they have to keep up with that image. So I feel like that's why they're doing it. And I think they're doing it wrong because a lot of them, you'll see like, nothing against YouTube ads, like use them to promote your stuff, but they're promoting in countries in like South Asia or Cuba. And it's like, bro, what are you trying to do? Grow a whole fan base in like Indonesia.
I get
Do you know
what
what I
you're
mean?
saying.
It doesn't
The
make
ads ain't
sense.
making sense.
Yeah.
Where they're targeting the ads.
Yeah. Like some artists, I'll go in the back end and be like, okay, cool. There's London. There's you've done a bit of in Europe, like Holland, Spain, America. Okay, cool.
Like the
You're
popping
trying to,
the popping countries where Joe's on.
Where it makes sense.
Yeah, you're trying to market
obviously,
yourself
yeah.
in the right areas, but yeah, they're just going for the cheap countries and
India.
it's just, So Singapore and them.
Where are you from? Do you have any drill artists from your area? Like,
Where am I from?
yeah, like area wise.
Well, yeah, I'm half Dutch and half Russian, innit?
Okay.
So Russian, I think there's a few drill Russian. I don't know, but in Holland there's a lot.
No, I mean like part of London, like is like.
Oh, what area
Where
am
you
I
grew
from?
up,
Yeah, like I grew up in Acton,
Okay.
but I was always round the whole of West, so from Acton to Bush to Grove.
Oh yeah. The drill. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's so
Confident.
you know
Yeah,
already
yeah.
who's from there and whatnot. So yeah, I knew majority of them when we was all in high school and that. And
Is there anyone that's like really, really big, or who would you say is the best out of where you're from?
ooh, what like just my area or just like West?
West.
Well, I'll say Central's clearly the biggest, but I didn't really. I'll be so honest with you. I didn't really growing up. I didn't really see Central around. Like I never really worked with him
Okay.
growing up at all.
Okay.
So it's good to see someone from West obviously blow up, but I didn't really like. I wasn't there for his come up or anything, or I never like Digga. I remember doing Digga's earlier videos.
Okay.
So you sort of come up there.
Yeah, so like when his videos started getting taken down, like Play for the Pagans, Kill Confirmed, I think. Yeah, they had some mad names.
Yeah.
No Hook. They was doing mad views on that, but I remember waking up one day and just seeing every single 10, 11 video get struck by the police, like strike.
Oh, so that was a real thing.
Yeah. They was gonna delete my YouTube channel.
What, because of that?
Really?
Yeah, because
Wait,
because of Digga and that. They was literally gonna delete it, but like we had a meeting with YouTube and they were just like, look, we don't know what's going on, but we're getting bare reports, this whole drill thing. Remember when it was all in the news and stuff like that? Yeah, but literally, and there was like, yeah, I can't lie. They were like, Pressplay got more red flag alerts than a beheading video on YouTube.
Oh my god.
So you know, like when something gets
Yeah,
uploaded,
yeah,
it gets
yeah.
flagged. Yeah. So there was like,
Wow,
you
that's
were like,
crazy.
And I was like,
That's crazy.
So yeah, and then they wiped out like 1,000 videos.
Drill's gone through some dark times where
Yeah.
the government have literally tried to ban it, like where the police were on like taking down everyone's videos from years back that they didn't even need to take down. Everything. If you mention a scenario that might not even mean anything, that might even be a lie.
I'll be real. It don't make sense how they do it. It's a pick and choose thing. I'll be so honest.
How do they do it?
Because there was another situation the other day. Like they emailed YouTube and they was basically saying, "Oh, this video needs to come down because this person is dissing this dead person," but he mentioned his friend that died, so he wasn't his so-called op.
Yeah.
So that they was basically So
they just assume.
There's like a whole unit for it, innit? It's like, I don't know, it's like cybercrime police or whatever. So they'll go online and they'll look at everything, the comments. They'll like, bro, they're even in that Reddit page. Just looking at like who's beefing who, what's happening.
But they check Reddit as well.
Yeah, they'll check Reddit. Like, cause I remember I was chatting to my YouTube partner, and they'll deal with the Met.
Yeah.
So they'll get an email. YouTube will tell them, look, they've contacted. These are the reasons why this video's got to come down, and they'll use like the Reddit page as sources to back their points.
So you get to see the reason why they're trying to take it down. The sources that they're using.
Like
newspaper
I
articles.
can't lie. I'll try.
Oh no, you're gonna get it up.
I'll try to find one for you quickly.
No.
Just to
Got the email receipt.
I remember I got a screenshot of it.
What, the Metropolitan? Oh, Met in Metropolitan Police.
Yeah, so
That's
they
crazy.
would.
That's mad.
That's actually crazy.
Where would it be?
We saw on Reddit that this meant this, so this video's got to go down.
Yeah, so like they'll say, oh, they'll say video details. They'll say the track name, when it was uploaded, why it breaks community guidelines. Obviously the most one is harassment against individuals, and they'll say, oh, like, I'm not gonna say the names, but I'll say like the lyrics. It'll say, oh, someone got put in his place. I might have just swung the bat on his face. Blah blah blah. No, I bust that case, gang. Okay, it's not the best lyrics, but then they'll say like, artist mentions the street tag of a rival gang member known as, mocks the fact that he attacked him. Then they'll even, on like certain deaths and incidents, they'll then put like, you know, like a presentation in like school, you write your point out and then you put a link in where, what's it called again, a discography or something, where you got to put the links in where you got your sources from.
Yes.
So then obviously I'll see where they got their sources from, and it'll be like uncensored versions on YouTube. It'll be the Reddit drill page.
Yeah.
So like
You got to give them a whole reference page of everything.
As much as it is, the drill community does it to themselves. The police took down the video. No, your friend who's a little hacker hacked into this artist's email, got the uncensored versions, and you leaked it. Now the whole thing has to come down. Not because this and that's happening, but because you lot are messing it up for yourself.
So that's
you lot
one
are doing
thing.
Scoreboard videos, letting the police, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
That's one
they're
thing
messing
with
it up
leaks.
for them. Leaks.
That's one thing with leaks, that if you leak the uncensored version, they can use that as a source to take down the censored version. That's mad.
And as well, like, you know, those videos on YouTube, like, he scored on him and he done this to him. Like, they'll use that as reference.
Sometimes
and be like,
it's not even
public
factual
knowledge.
though, like-
I know, but because they're saying their main reason to YouTube is that, this is gonna cause a retaliation and this is gonna up this. YouTube's like, this has got to come down. Half of the time, half of the videos that have been coming down shouldn't have to come down. But because of these little things that are out there, has caused it to kind of.
So
Do you sorry.
Sorry, just quickly, I just wanted to know. So as a platform, how does that affect your videos being taken down so consistently? How does that affect your platform?
It messes up. You get lower monetization rates because you're getting flagged. So YouTube isn't really directing ads your way. So you can go get 1 million views and you'll get like £20 for it.
No way.
Wow.
Is that
Yeah,
bad? That
it
bad?
was once. I remember once YouTube demonetized my whole channel, or like to a yellow green is where it will get pushed out everywhere. Yellow is where it gets you get some ads, but they'll put ads on it. You just won't get as much.
Like
Basically-
JD Sports ads. Or
Yeah,
something.
but drill as well is the lowest paying genre as well, like value wise for advertisers. So
Right.
Okay.
so for example, if you dropped a drill song and then you dropped like a hair and makeup video and you got more views, you'll get 100 times more money than he would.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Because
That's
advertisers, see for example,
Oh, they
because
pick
really and
what they-
truly, what companies want to advertise on drill videos?
Yeah.
So it's the lowest rate going. It's like a billboard. What's going to be worth a billboard in Knightsbridge or a billboard in like Peckham?
Yeah. You're
Like
right,
in a back alley or something.
You're right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what's going to be worth more to
That's
an
so mad.
advertiser?
So how do when people upload on their own channels, how do they profit off of that? Like when drill artists upload on their own channels, how do they profit? Because they can't monetize.
No, but now you get content ID as well, so it's all different through distributors and that they claim it.
Oh, okay.
So it's YouTube's probably the lowest paying streaming, I would say, service.
Oh, okay.
There are lower, like SoundCloud that there are lower, but YouTube generally for drill. And as well,
Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's fair? Because they are talking about some mad stuff. Like
I would say, you know what?
they're trying to say 1 million views in the fashion world is worth more than.
Yeah, but I understand why.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If you was to create a brand and your image was all over like drill, like you got people understand consumers as well through business analytics, who buys what.
Yeah.
And I feel like, maybe it just doesn't apply like to like Mars. I remember Mars had like a £200 million deal with YouTube, and just because of drill music, they pulled out. So that's why YouTube actually started like cutting down on drill videos, because they were like, bro, you lot just cost us
lost us
200 mil.
200
Like, we're on you, like, you get me.
Crazy.
So yeah.
So
it
with
was a
that
tough-
being said,
yeah.
why do you have such an attachment to drill in that sense? Like, why do you enjoy shooting so much drill if it causes you so much headache?
Yeah, because you rock with the genre heavy.
Do you know
like.
what it is? I'll be real. When I started it, like when I started Pressplay, it was just like I was just doing it on my estate. Then I started going to like other hoods slowly. And then I remember there was times where I did start going to like corporate events and meeting like pop artists and stuff like that. Like I was interviewing like Pixie Lot, like bands and like girl bands and other like Ollie Murs and stuff like that. And then I just did not like it just wasn't me.
It was
like
too corporate.
It was too corporate. I didn't fit in with the people. It wasn't
It
like,
didn't feel like
yeah,
it
it weren't like my.
to be in.
I wouldn't say like my community, but like it weren't my like.
Weren't
I
comfortable,
didn't. I wasn't not like comfortable. Like I just didn't have nothing to relate.
There was no familiarity.
Yeah,
like you didn't have
You
nothing
can't
to
relate.
and then a lot
You
of-
can't relate to Ollie Murs. Like Ollie Murs is a
Nah,
lad,
like-
though, man.
Yeah, but I've never been like that. Like
Yeah.
growing up, I never had no white friends. Do you know what I
Okay,
mean? So
cool.
I weren't one of the, like, you know what I mean? Like even with the slang and the type of like the way I am, like I've never really fit into that kind of crowd, innit? So it was just like, and then it was just, I just stuck with it. Like it was just, I just loved being in the hood. Sometimes I was young, innit? I was immature. I didn't really have much going for me anyway.
So essentially, your love for drill stems from obviously your upbringing. So
Yeah,
where did you obviously you grew up in Acton.
yeah.
What was your upbringing like?
Do you know what it is? My upbringing weren't the best,
Yeah.
but it wasn't the worst either.
Okay.
And I feel like it was like I did grow up poor. Like
Yeah.
my mum did come from Russia with like no money, and like seeing back of how she
Worked her way up to give and provide for you.
yeah,
lot.
but
Yeah.
I feel like she only, like my mum's like a big inspiration for me still. She's a hustler still. Like I respect
Like
what
most
my mum-
foreigners.
Yeah. So
Gotta respect the march.
but,
seriously.
Big up Mumsy.
yeah, like you know the usual stories, like the electricity key running out, pressing
Yeah.
the last emergency £5, having no hot water. I'll be real, I didn't even know what a shower was for like, because I only had a bath in it. I
Yeah.
used to wash in a bucket and like a broken pan in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like when I thought
Bucket baths are normal though.
but I
Bare
thought-
people have a
and
bucket
then
bath.
these times like my mom was telling me, yeah, have cold
Showers.
yeah, not shower, like, yeah, because that's how I
cold
used to
bath.
wash, literally, like, bucket and like that, yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be like, yeah, make it cold. I thought, oh, it's for health reasons. No, we just never had hot
Hot
water.
water.
But, like, so now even looking back and talking to my mom, we laugh about it and I respect it. But them times, you just think it's normal, innit?
Yeah.
Like, growing up, like, if you grow up poor, that's the norm for you. It's only, like, when I started, like, going to other kids' houses from my school and I realized, okay, we broke. Yeah, we broke. Yeah, like okay,
that little
how-
bit
this
of
how other
realization.
Started seeing how they're living.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
obviously when you're young, like you don't really know
You're
the
just
world,
grateful. You don't
innit?
know anything,
Yeah,
innit? Like what you know is what you're grateful for.
Yeah, and
it's just normal.
when you're growing up in an estate, everyone's more or less in the same predicament. So none of your friends have got the same of these luxury things. So you're just all
Yeah.
outside, just chilling, this,
Facts.
that. And obviously once you get a bit older, you start realizing, yeah. And then obviously, you know, like coming from like poor estates, broken homes, like there's other things that comes with it. Do you know what I mean? Like abusive parents or like a lot of like my friends, their parents are like crackheads as well. So like you learn a lot in it, and then but yeah, I think I used to complain a lot, like how I grew up. I used to like be like, oh yeah, like not like blame myself, but I used to be like, oh, why I can't achieve nothing? It's because of
where
my
I'm
upbringing.
from.
Yeah,
and
okay.
but then
what's
I went.
going on
then
around
I
me.
remember I went
Yeah.
Ghana, and that humbled me straight
How
away.
old was you when you went to Ghana?
I went in 015. So I think I went in 015. What's that? 8 years ago now.
For how long?
So I was there for like nearly 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that humbled me. I realized I got to be mad grateful for
What type of stuff have you seen? With like, were you like,
just like how happy people were in. There was people that I met and spoken to that didn't have. 'Cause I went with my brethren and he's from there, innit? So it's not like I was doing up tourist. Like I was actually like I was in the ends there, and then yeah, like the people that would not have no TV, nothing, just happy every day.
Normal everyday
Like
life.
grateful about life, and I realized that's when I need to take the pressure off myself, be grateful but still work hard, still have the same mentality to grow and grind and do what I need to do, but at the same time just
Understand that it's all vanity.
yeah, like, and you didn't have it, someone's had it way worse than you, so just keep it moving. So yeah, but that was a sick experience though.
Yeah. So what other African countries have you been to then?
I've been Nigeria.
Really?
I've been,
How long ago was that?
That was time. I think I was in like 019, 020, like 3 years.
Okay.
Just
cool.
like just before COVID, yeah. Just before.
You've been around.
which
Yeah.
you see the food in Ghana and the food in Nigeria? Which one do you prefer?
No, I prefer Ghanaian food. I'll be real.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer Ghanaian food. Yeah,
I'm not gonna say what I wanted to say about that.
yeah, I prefer Ghana. No, I stayed there longer, innit? So
Yeah.
when I went Nigeria, it was more
Side-eye,
touristy.
side-eye.
Oh, that was that was like
That was more touristy.
weeks.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks. It was more
Oh, you weren't there
touristy.
long enough.
Yeah, do you get it? But in Ghana,
I'll give you that.
like, I
Basically
had
living there,
breakfast
yeah.
every
Yeah.
day,
Every day.
like Gary and plantain, and then
Yeah.
and I was proper eating the street food as well.
Propaganda boy.
Like the end of me was banging.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
That's.
then-
I think everyone always gets an Indomie on a night out in Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go. Yeah, there's one. I don't know if it's there anymore. There's one spot and it had, what's it, Wachi or something.
Wachi.
Yeah. That was banging. Still.
yeah, you're doing
Yeah.
your thing.
No, it was lit still. I enjoyed Ghana, man. It was mad
good.
because when I went there, it was like before the hype as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So even like going there, like I feel like some aunties were coming up to me, and it was the first time they've seen a white boy. So there's like, oh, Bufonyo, and there was like touching us, and there was like, yeah, like it was jokes, man. I enjoyed it though. It was
Oh,
good.
that's
but
nice.
yeah, but Zambia was the best one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to go to Zambia. I heard it's really beautiful.
Which
Oh,
part of Africa is
amazing.
Zambia?
Like more down south, innit? Next to
South Africa.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
It's not that far from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where else? I've been in Kenya.
I swear, you really done the Africa tour like
Yeah,
that?
because you can't get a direct flight to Zambia.
Oh, yeah,
innit? So
yeah,
you got to
yeah.
stop at Kenya. So we stopped for a few days, innit?
Yeah,
Kenya was joke. I remember getting to the airport. The security's got a blanket around him, sleeping.
Oh, they just don't get it.
Yeah, no, even when we got to Zambia, I was coming back now. They made an announcement. They was like, yeah, we've overbooked the ticket, so first come, first serve, get on the plane.
What?
I was like, yeah. No, my brother's like, yeah, bro, that's Zambia Airlines for you, bro.
Jokes.
But yeah.
That sounds too funny.
Yeah, I love to travel stuff.
So, what's your favorite country out of all the countries you've been to so far?
Oh, I know that one.
And I think I know the answer. It's probably the same answer as mine.
You're gonna say Dubai, innit?
Yeah.
No.
That's my
like-
favorite place
is it?
ever. I love that place too.
No, I love
Danny-
Dubai, but
Yeah.
I've got to give it to. Actually, nah, I won't live there though.
What was you gonna say?
I say the States.
I was gonna
like
say the States.
You was
Where
happy,
in the States,
You was
though?
happy in the States, you know.
Yeah, because that's different though, isn't
It's
it?
mad.
To settle down, I'll never settle down in
Never.
the States.
Oh, you gonna settle down there?
Never.
It's unhinged.
You know, I was so
Bro.
scared for you when you was out there because, like, the amount of school shootings, sorry,
Man said
mass
school
shootings,
shooting.
mass shootings. That I'm seeing 6 people shot at Miami Beach. I'm seeing all of this, and I'm like,
I was
why?
scared.
Like, you
Yeah, no, it got a second to get to like settle in. It was, because it's not like we went there to go straight to Manhattan, the nice areas. We went straight to the hood.
Oh, you went to the hood?
Yeah, straight away. We was
No.
like, I remember me and Josh went. Yeah, we stayed in Newark. Yeah, which is just outside.
Oh, Jersey.
Yeah, just bare crackheads. Oh my days. The Airbnb pictures were deceiving. It was like, yo, come stay here. We got there. It was half the street was closed down. You know, like running out of business signs.
Yeah.
Crackheads left, right, and center. I remember every time me and Josh were booking an Uber to go into New York, like we're running in the car. I remember once we was going to, we went and got a rental in the end, innit? But like the first week was tense. I remember getting an Uber to Brooklyn, and the artist was like, yeah, I'm like 10 minutes away, and I'm looking outside, and there's just bare goons. And then I'm like to the driver, like, here's $20. I'm staying in the car until the guy comes. He's like, no, I have to go. Bro, there was we saw too much stuff. Like, it was too funny.
America's a different place. It's
Nah,
very unhinged.
Bro, it's literally...
You can have fun there, but you can't, like, as someone that lives here, going to live in America would give you, like, you would have a culture shock.
Yeah. But do you know what is? They love the UK.
They love
They
it.
treat you different.
Yeah, they
I
do.
can't lie, they treat you different.
Once they hear your accent, oh my God, you're from London?
Yeah, they
Like,
ask you,
straight away.
and they're bare
Yeah.
bare polite. Yeah.
Straight away.
Because when we was in the Bronx, there was
And they're
like...
so nice, yeah.
It was like out of a movie scene. We was in the Bronx, yeah. There was guys with bare red bandanas, like wham looking, like goons, like on the block. And then they're just looking at us funny, innit? I remember it's two white youths as well. Like,
Yeah.
they're thinking, yo, these lot are either crackheads, feds, or like, they just want
something,
problems. Yeah. So I remember like they was like, yo, what you doing here? And then it was like, I said, no, I'm just waiting for someone. They were like, where you from? And I was like, London. They were like, yo, you're from London? Yo, we thought you was NYPD. Like, yo, like, we thought you... And they were like, yeah. And then after that, we was just busting joke. They was asking bare questions because a lot of them don't even leave their state.
They don't, yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching one Insta Live, because I started to know the artists, so I started following them all. And then two of them was arguing, and he was like, bro, you've never left the country. You can't have chat for me. Like. And the guy's like, bro, of course I've left the country, bro. I've shot a video in another country. He goes, where? And the guy goes, LA. And that's all. It's just,
But literally, when I was in, I got a taxi to, I don't even remember where I was going, but we were speaking to the cab driver, and he was just like, yeah, like, I just be going around the States. I ain't never left here. Like,
yeah, a
that's
lot of them don't have passports. They
That's
just got their
so
ID
normal.
card.
Yeah.
But you don't need to leave to America because
it's massive.
it's so big. Like, if you want to go get sunshine, you go LA or you go Miami. If you want to sit, go Atlanta, New York. Do you know what I mean? So you don't. If you want to go skiing, you go to like Alaska and all of that.
Their Dubai is like Vegas or something.
Yeah. But
I've heard Vegas is amazing.
yeah, I've been Vegas.
I've heard. I want to go. What was your experience like in Vegas?
Nah, it was like I was young in it. I think I was like 20 when I went.
Yeah.
So when we went to the strip club, we weren't even
You weren't
allowed
to get in.
No, we was allowed in. We
Not
was not allowed
allowed to
alcohol.
drink.
They gave us popcorn and fruit juice. Like, yeah, I remember I went with. I think I went with Skengdo.
such a mockery.
I went with Skengdo and AM, Odd Ads, and Q2T. Yeah, we went to Vegas, bro. That was just it was a funny trip.
Fruit juice and popcorn.
One thing I'll never get used to there is that tipping culture stuff.
I hate that. I hated that so much.
Mad.
But apparently it's because they get paid like
No,
really, really
I
low.
asked. Yeah, they get paid like $2 an hour.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
but they get. But don't ask me to tip you a whole month's wage though. Like,
Yeah, the tips are
yeah,
mad.
like they'll pulley like it'll start at 10%.
Yeah.
And then the button to enter custom amount would be like the smallest thing in the corner.
Stops at like 45, I swear, or something silly like that.
Yeah, it'll be like 10%, 20%, 30%. But sometimes,
45.
yeah.
Is it that mad? Like,
Yeah,
the tipping
like
culture is crazy.
it's literally everywhere you go.
Well,
Even taxis is
anything. And they get mad. They get mad
If you don't
at
tip
if
them.
you don't tip. Bro, even I went to a strip club in America, yeah, got out money, yeah, through like to get ones, yeah. They give me the money. They're talking about, would you like to add a tip? For what?
Yeah, you have to
taking
tip
out my
them.
own money.
Yeah.
And they talk about
What?
10%. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not giving you 10% of what I just
Even
took
when
out.
you use the oh my god, do you know like even when you use the so basically you use the cash point to get your actual money out in the strip club.
Yeah.
So that takes however much it takes
Yeah.
off out of your money.
No, there's a fee.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
fee.
yeah.
And then when you go to change it to actual ones, there's another fee.
You're lying.
Yeah,
You're
there's-
getting bumps
you're getting
everywhere you
bumped.
go.
Yeah.
It's expensive out there. That's one thing I would
No,
say.
it's the mad. I spent,
Miami was crazy.
yeah.
Too expensive.
Now, New York, I spent more in New York than Miami still.
Really
Yeah. But yeah. Miami was just,
That sounds mad.
expensive.
That sounds.
It's
I didn't even
it's
know the tipping culture was
expensive.
that mad. Like,
It's bad.
bro, even like just getting cabs everywhere. In Miami, I just ended up walking everywhere. No, from North Beach to South Beach, I did not care.
How far is that?
Walking.
It's like a good half.
A
40-minute
long
walk.
walk.
It's a long
and it's
walk.
hot. So I
Hot,
don't know how
yeah.
you did that.
Nah, I had to, bro. Like I was rinsing the amount of money I spent on because I
And-
drove to Miami as well.
Yeah.
That's why I got rid of the rental when I got to Miami.
Did you stay in a hotel?
Airbnb.
Okay, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, did they add that stupid fee?
What
They
fee?
give you a daily fee for just being in the hotel.
No way. No, I just got
Hey,
Airbnb.
America's a bomb. America's a
Nah, I was just staying at Airbnbs.
I was
yeah.
scared of Airbnbs because
It's crazy.
they be robbing people's Airbnbs.
Yeah, nah. The America's tapped still.
America's scary.
Yeah, but even the drive from New York to Miami was like 19 hours. Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Who drove?
Me. Josh can't drive, innit? So I just,
Now I
19
understand why
hours.
people say, yeah, I left the country.
yeah, I get to Dam quicker. I'll
Yeah.
get to Amsterdam
That's
quicker.
crazy.
Yeah, 19 hours. I'll never do it again. I remember I parked the car and I said, I do not want to see this vehicle for like the whole duration of Miami still. That's why I walked. Because I was so happy not to drive. But I
That's
literally
mad.
drove past Georgia, Carolina, Atlanta.
It must have been fun though. Like seeing the whole.
It was. And
But
it
then
was.
it gets
The roads are
starts
weird as
dragging.
well. Like, it was
It's
just
like
one straight
gudum,
road.
gudum,
Yeah, like.
that stupid feeling that you
What?
get. The roads are shit.
Yeah, the roads are terrible. When you go to certain states as well, yeah, the roads are terrible. But yeah, it was a fun road trip though. Like it stopped off. You meet, like you see what you see in the movies.
Yeah.
It's actually
They're
like
really friendly. That I can give them. UK is bad vibes.
Bad vibes, yeah.
Whoa. When you leave the country, that's when you realize how bad vibes. People will randomly stop you and be like, oh my God, hi. You're so nice and you're so pretty. For no reason.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
no
yeah.
reason.
No reason.
People will come and approach you and ask you questions. In the UK, everyone's just walking around
Just,
miserable.
yeah, miserable. Yeah. No, Miami, everyone's just happy, jolly. Like, but yeah, it's actually.
Did you make
what
any
see.
like good friends out there?
Like yeah, like industry people.
Yeah.
The industry, the music side of things was amazing out there. Like the support that I got. I remember like I was in Warner's building. I was in Atlantic.
Over there?
Yeah. They let me shoot a Lightwork in their building.
What?
Yeah, in Warner's building.
See, they're so
like,
cool.
Like I remember when I went there for a quick chat. They introduced me to everyone in their team. Like they
that's
went
amazing.
around. It was mad polite. Was talking to
Aw.
every department. They was just like, "Yo, who do you want to get on the Lightwork? Yeah, cool. We'll make a phone call. Do this, do that."
So
Like,
just easy.
yeah, mad easy. Once they find out you're from the UK, like that.
They'll swing open.
Yeah, so and especially like with drill's popping off in New York, innit? So they was like, they saw Pressplay as like the foundation of it.
Of course.
So
Biggest
that's
drill
why,
channel.
yeah, that's what it was like. Yeah, of course. Like, I asked them, like, do you not know about Pressplay before like they do the freestyle? So it's not just like the A&R just got a random artist. They be like, yeah, of course we know. You did Chef G, Fivio,
Yeah.
like Busy Banks.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh right, they're old as well. I did them like probably 4 or 5 years
But
ago.
they knew. That's
Yeah,
sick.
so
So do you feel like you got more love in America?
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
UK is bad vibes.
I actually felt appreciated.
Is that why?
once.
Is that why you went over there? 'Cause you weren't feeling
Even my
appreciated?
attitude changed. No, I went over there because like music
wanted to
scene was just
expand.
boring.
Oh,
here.
Just
But
something new.
Yeah, I just wanted to like say, let me just go over there. And as well, like it benefits because if I could bring that American fan base over to Pressplay, then maybe they'll start taking in a lot of the UK artists as well.
Yeah, that's a good.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not about, for me, it was about getting the consumers over there to then now watch the UK stuff.
I respect that. You see the genre dying, sort of. So you think of ways on how to boost it up. Again.
Exactly. And then, create like one space for them to all be on, and then they can collaborate. I was trying to put stuff, but that's what I'm saying. Americans were on it like, yo, man, get me a feature. Like they didn't care who it was. I was making good features, but the UK artists were just a little like, how much is man getting paid? Or
bro, it was them doing. So what the Americans
just
were
do
just
it
on
50-50. Yeah, they were just on it to do it. They didn't care. Like the Americans didn't even care about the streaming, who owns the song, who features on it. They were just happy to do it.
You know that makes sense because I was hearing some mad like collabs that were in the works of happening. Like I'm hearing who was it? I'm just hearing V9. Actually, I can't even say that. But I'm hearing bare.
Some really open. They're open to collaboration.
Yeah.
No, like, but
it's big artists as well.
V9 is smart because he knows about the American. Like I know he knows about the American drill artists. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So like for him, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, they're not like a lot of the UK artists are small minded and they're mad difficult to deal with. So that's why I was just like, because I was gonna line up. I had so many songs ready to line up, and then I just thought, why am I doing it? They don't even care.
Yeah.
They're not going to appreciate it. So why am I going out my way to help benefit them when it's not going to bring anything?
Puts you as
anyway,
a lot. Puts you at a loss, if anything.
Yeah. Because I'm spending flights, Airbnbs, rentals, and it's not rentals for like lifestyle. It's rentals to actually get about. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's still expensive. Yeah. Food, the tipping. Like all of that, bro. Like remember,
heavy on that,
bro. I remember me and Josh, we went Whole Foods. Yeah. Oh, I regret going there. We started going to Target and after and Walmart. But bro, like you do one like a week shopping, it's gonna come up to like $800.
Yeah.
Like
what?
Yeah, bro.
It's
expensive.
Not
cheap. Everything.
It's
cost
expensive.
I thought cost of living here was bad.
Nothing in comparison.
$800.
But that's why it makes sense as to why everyone's so on getting money in America.
Yeah, because
it's not flipping cheap.
Yeah, because like here you could kind of see the divide, not the divide, but you could categorize it a little bit. There'll be the people that have no money. Then there'll be people that are getting money. Then there'll be people that got a bit of money, got a decent car, got a watch. Then there'll be the ones that are getting it in and you're seeing lifestyles. Then you get the rich. In America, it's either you're rich or you're poor. Literally, that's when I realized, okay, that's how it's set up out there. Because even like, bro, like even to find like a 2-bedroom apartment, you're paying like $4,000 a month.
What?
Yes.
Depending on where you're living.
Yeah, but even if you go down to Brooklyn, Bronx, a studio, the cheapest you'll find a studio a month would be like £1,500.
Oh, so it's like that. It's like over here then.
It's
worse.
Yeah,
it's worse.
It's worse.
Yeah, it's way worse.
That's mad.
It's worse. It's just they can get money easier because it's so big.
And then as well, like we have a lot of the way our roads are built and everything, we have a lot of transportation. So even if you live somewhere like Quay Out, you'll be able to get a bus or a train overground in. Over there, you can't do that. You have to drive.
Yeah.
And then there, if you want to drive into New York, we complain about congestion charge being £10. It's £21 per trip into New York. That's what you got to buy some easy pass.
How do people survive in America?
But I remember when I got the rental out. The guy was like, I was like, yo, I need a rental for 4 weeks. Yeah. He was like, all right, cool. Yeah. $800. I was like, that's great. Would you like the easy pass if you're going into New York? Yes. Okay. You're at 1,900 now. Would you like insurance? Oh, but you have to get insurance. I was like, cool. He said, yeah, you're on 2,600. And then the thing just kept going up. Like the tax, this, that. Wow. You don't even know
it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. Living there, though, I could never live there. Would you live there?
Nah, I wouldn't. I'll stay there to work. But I remember, Queens. I went Queens. So I literally went to every single state. Yeah. And this is when I knew I was in the ghetto. Yeah, I was in Queens, filming a Lightwork here, mid Lightwork. It gets shut off. Yeah. Guy comes downstairs with his girl. Yo, man, we have a ride out right now. Like we gotta go.
What?
I just see them on the high road, like we gotta catch them.
On the high road?
He's like, and then the guys are they're like, why, bro? He's like, yo, they're the guys that beat me up last night. Yeah, and they beat up my girl, and they took her wig. Yeah,
No.
bro, I was like, what?
They took her
No,
wig.
what's
they
going on
beat
over
up
there
the
is
guy.
dark.
They beat up the guy, beat up his girl, and took her wig.
No, they
yeah.
have-
That's disrespectful.
And she's downstairs, like,
That's
they're
real
battered and bruised.
disrespectful.
And he's like, yo, who's coming in the ride with me? And like, some guys are like, well, I ain't got time for this. And the other guy's like, yeah, I'll come. And then the guy's gone, and then now these lot start beefing like, yo, bro, you could tell him if you don't want to go ride out, you know, like we won't look at you different.
Yeah.
Like we don't care about him. Do you get it? And I was like, yo,
This is a
Yeah,
different
man.
world over there.
So what? Passer aside, in America, did you make any like good business moves that you feel like are gonna?
I don't know. Hopefully, like I feel like I weren't there long enough.
You got anything in the plans? Like you meet
No, I'm
anybody that you like?
Yeah, I'm definitely
kinda
going
lock
back.
in with?
This is your second time doing something like that. Like,
Yeah.
first it was Brooklyn. Right?
Yeah, it was Brooklyn.
And now you're focused on like the Bronx.
To be honest, that's not how I wanted it.
Okay.
I just always knew Brooklyn because I always had I was cool with Chef G and Sleepy Hollow, innit?
Okay, so they kind of took care of you when you
Yeah.
found it.
So, and back then it was Brooklyn was popping.
Okay.
So when I came back, I shouted all of them, and I thought I was gonna be back in Brooklyn. And then I did my research and I realized it was Bronx
Oh, okay.
and Harlem and all of them areas,
Yeah.
which I never got to experience.
Yeah.
So obviously I just spent all my time. Like I did go Brooklyn a lot. There was like a couple, but I prefer Brooklyn drill anyway. I don't really like.
Yeah, that's the one that had more of an impact. What would you say? Would you
Yeah,
say?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like in terms of for us in the UK, I'm like enjoying it as well.
Yeah.
But I don't really understand the Bronx stuff. Like I understand, like
And we're still understanding it. Kind
yeah,
of.
like it's just bare shout. Like in my opinion, I just feel like it's bare shouting in it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do Canada next though.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, yeah,
nice.
alright.
All right. See. What,
Yeah.
Canada before Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So
Bro,
when you
yeah.
sorry, I just want to take it back just a tiny bit. When you go to these places, are you just like shooting videos? Like what is your aim when you go
Well,
to different countries?
yeah, like they'll do the freestyle show, the Lightworks. I'll
Okay.
shoot music videos, just get content really, just see
Cool.
where I could, like, because out there, music is like the main hustle. Like it's a big thing out there, isn't it? So even like little things is so much easier. Like I feel like the UK not that they don't understand it, but like for example, if you want to go shoot at a petrol station, you could just say, yo, to the manager, like, yo, we want to hire out the petrol station.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, cool. Yeah, $500, whatever. Use it for 2 hours. Boom. In the UK, you can't go to a Shell petrol station and be like, yo, I want to hire it out to shoot. Like, they're more like, they understand the entertainment industry there.
Yeah.
Right.
And then there's a lot more going on. There's always, like, for example, like, if an artist, even like not an unknown artist, but like an up and coming artist has a release, they'll book out the strip club. They'll use it to host their new single, like that. They'll have loads of PR there. They'll blog pages.
that's
It's
nice.
more it's more like
Eventful.
yeah. It's more. There's more going on. do you know what I
Entertainment is a
mean?
part of the culture. There.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot. So you
I
get
like
a lot done. You could plug your brand into a lot of things. Like you could do much more with yourself, right? Do you know what I mean?
So would you say that's what's failing in the UK is that we don't really understand the entertainment culture?
Yeah, and in fact, I think they work with each other a lot more as well. They're willing to work and get things done, and then they'll handle the business later. Like their mentality is like, yo, let's create something sick, and then once the money comes in, yeah, we'll figure out like, or they'll be just straight from the get-go, look, like let's just work 50-50, this, that, can we get this done? Like they're more willing to get stuff done. Whereas I feel like in the UK, like everyone's just more, not laid back, but they got more of a negative mindset. Oh, how does this benefit me?
Yeah.
Or is this,
Yeah.
that, do you know what I mean? Or
It's
I don't
not
think
really
it's
about the
gonna-
art, it's more about the business.
That's a bit
Yeah.
lazy, don't you think? Though?
But it's America, innit? They're more business structured in the music industry as well. They understand, and what I like about Americans, they understand what they're worth.
Yeah.
Even if they're making money on the streets, they understand, okay, my music might not be that big, so I can't be expecting this from people or that. I feel like in the UK, it's the opposite. Like someone that is making money and that's doing music, but they not be as great, and you want to get a project done with them, they'll be like, whoa, what's 10 bags, bro? I make that in a day, like, yeah, but your music doesn't.
Yeah.
So how do you want me to offer you what you don't even create yourself in this business aspect?
Yeah.
So it's harder. I feel like it's definitely, And especially because music's dropped down here, artists are still thinking they're worth
what they were
was when it was
before.
popping. Do you know what I
and
mean?
They're really not.
Yeah, it's like
But
not even like to be rude or anything, but it's like Rams hasn't dropped for a while, right?
okay.
Yeah, it's like you saying to Rams, "Let me buy a single of him," and then he goes, "Yeah, look at barking."
He gives you barking prices.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I think the UK is holding on to a lot, is when they're giving you quotes on when they're in their prime. But and then they feel a type of way when you say, "Bro, but your last 3 singles didn't even generate 2K.
Yeah.
How can you want so much from me?"
Yeah.
And that's why I don't get a lot of things done in the UK, and that's why I gave up, because a lot of artists that I was trying to do projects with.
Oh, I even saw it live. Remember with the whole Lightwork situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah, it's just,
The artist. There was an artist asking for a crazy amount, but he's not the person he was 2 years ago.
yeah,
Well.
it's changed a lot.
Yeah.
So it's even the price that I want to give is still a gamble,
Yeah.
because I'm still kind of overpaying you in terms of like what you've been kind of getting.
But I kind of have to applaud you, because even though that's going on, you still do it.
Of course.
Sometimes you still give in to these people's.
You know, it's just sometimes just to get things
Tired,
done.
yeah,
innit?
you're tired. You're
Yeah,
tired.
I'm tired. Innit? Like the thing is, sometimes I'll do something. It might cost, let's say, a project costs like 15 grand, and I only made 10 grand back. Yeah, I wouldn't sit there and be like, "Oh, I lost 5 bags." I'd just be like, "Okay, cool." But I basically spent 5 bags on marketing.
Okay,
Because it still did something for my
you.
brand.
that's a good mindset.
Because the thing is, even with Pressplay, as I started it, I didn't make money for ages. So I understand I understood the value of doing stuff at a loss or for free to then get paid for it back in the future.
you kind of think about
Plus
the hidden
more.
benefits that you don't see.
Yeah,
So,
no, but-
I lost 5K, but there's benefits that I'm not seeing. That
Yeah,
are probably
yeah.
worth me losing that 5K.
Short-term pain, long-term gain.
Yeah, exactly. So then
thing,
you
yeah.
just do certain decisions that would benefit you in the long run, and then you'll get paid much more for that.
Yeah.
So
You kind of have. What was that issue you had with what's it? Since '93 with the loski Lightwork.
it was more to do, I think, I don't know, with Loski. I
Okay.
think, because I paid him and SD to do a light work. I think with the whole jail case and everything going on, he went jail since '93, didn't have a lot of content from him, so they wanted.
Yeah.
So I gave Loski like a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
And since '93, we ended up having an arrangement where they would basically buy it back off me, but they did it weird, like they did it through a producer contract or something.
Were they always planning to use this? The
No,
Lightwork?
they wasn't.
So that's why they had.
Yeah. So they basically, it was all calm until Loski went jail, and that's when they thought, okay, let us do our little label maneuvers now and get in the way of things.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to drop this. We're not clearing it. This and that. There was bare like little funny things going on.
You threatened to leak it publicly.
Yeah, I didn't even care.
Did you mean it? Would you actually have done it?
Yeah, bro. Remember, I had it loaded up on the Reddit, the UK Drill
I
Reddit
saw
page.
The Reddit were loving
everything.
it.
The video got uploaded. It had a caption. I was about to press send, and then I got an email sent.
Oh, you got
I
the email?
I was like, okay.
They came.
That's what I thought.
They
Yeah. And then, but even the money I got from that wasn't even worth it. Do you know what I mean?
You think?
Yeah, because there was more to it than the light work. I bought a single of Loski before as well, which then they intervened with that as well. And then to be honest, I didn't really care. I just wanted it out. And so even the money that they gave me wasn't worth dropping it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I was ready to leak it and not get the money.
Why did they treat you so unfairly though? When I think you was a big part of that campaign. Like the whole.
I feel like it's just labels in general. Like,
That's just how they.
yeah, because even like with Virgin, that is a whole chapter itself.
That
like,
the gunlean situation.
yeah, that's what that was. Yeah, that's the gunlean situation. That one hurt me. I can't lie. That
What
one hurt
actually
me. I
happened?
even quit music for like 6 months.
What actually happened? Because Russ, he's not too happy about that as well. So
because he didn't get paid from it as well.
he didn't get paid.
Yeah,
as well.
but I don't know why he decided to put the blame all on me when.
He tried to make it seem like you was the problem.
Yeah, this whole 26 album stuff, like
Yeah.
that was all bullshit. I'll be so real with you.
I feel like everyone in that situation felt robbed.
No, the situation with that is, look, I signed Russ and Taze, innit?
Yeah.
I gave them 30 quid each, yeah? Like, I see
Okay.
like other things like, oh, this person would have got that if it wasn't for that. No, it was literally Russ and Taze back then was a duo.
Yeah.
We gave them 30 quid each. Yeah.
That was generous, in my opinion.
And these times they weren't even generating that. Yeah. So the first amount of money that I got, the backing that I got, I went, and because I was like mad cool with them, I said, yo, I'm going to give it to you guys. Yeah. Like nothing was really happening, and they fell out, and then all of this. And then obviously we had gunlean in the works, and it was like a little freestyle that Russ was going to put out. But yeah. And then, you know, how labels get involved, everything. Then obviously things were said behind the scenes to him for him to basically want to leave us, so he'll make more money with them. And you know how labels are slimy, innit? Yeah. I remember it was his name.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're just idiots. Like they got into his head basically, and like
what did they say though? What were they saying?
They were just like, yeah, we could get you out the Pressplay deal, this and that. Like our lawyer, like we went to like our lawyers were going back and forth, and they was just like, even Virgin's lawyers were like, oh look, you'll probably win this in like 5-6 years, but we got more money than you.
That's what they said in court.
So yeah, so we'll dry you out.
What?
We'll keep it going until you have no money left to keep paying for court fees.
So they knew they were going to lose.
Yeah, they knew they would lose, but they knew they had more money to make it work, innit? And that's what it is at the end of the day with a lot of court cases, innit? Yeah. It's not like, and that's the reality of it. I couldn't afford to keep paying lawyers mad fees to
keep going back and forth.
And they would always find a little like they were smart. I remember so they basically took Keisha and Becky and Gunlean, and me and Russ didn't see a penny.
Seriously?
Yeah. But also, I feel like because Russ was young and that, he allowed them to get into his head a lot. They fed him lies. They made him turn against me. And and then it just all fell apart. And I feel like Russ blamed me a lot for that. So that's why he went around just like basically just making up accusations. Because I feel like because he's such a proud character, he didn't want to seem like he was in the wrong or he fucked up or he did like, do you know what I mean, with his biggest song deal back then. So obviously it was easier for him to just put the blame on me. And then
you disappeared for a bit after that as well. Was that like, was you just pissed off? You were just like,
no, like I feel like it fucked with my mental health a lot, innit? Because no one cared about the truth. They just found it funny. Like remember, because the whole S1 situation as well.
Oh, the 2 in a queue thing?
Yeah, like that I signed in for 2 in a queue, and then it was just all of that just built, and I wasn't ready because I was never in the limelight. I was always behind the scenes. I wouldn't always but now I'm an online topic. People are taking the piss. People actually believe, and it's worse because it's not like I done it. Yeah. So imagine
you didn't sign in for 2 in a queue.
No, I didn't sign in for 2 in a queue, and Russ's contract was fair as well. It was, and in Russ's contract, it even said that it was just 80-20 here after recoup, and even like shows, he gets to keep all his money on shows. Merch, he gets to keep all his money on shows. It's just if we do a tour, it's 50-50. Yeah. Do you get it? Yeah. So he had a good deal. Even S1's deal. S1's deal was just a distro deal. He could leave whenever he wants. Okay. That's what I'm saying. None of these guys, they came with all this accusations, but none of these guys had problems when it came time to leave.
How do you cope with people lying on your name though? Like,
I don't really care.
Oh, you just brush it?
Now I don't care. Back then it was new,
At the time.
At the time, I didn't know how to deal with it still. That's why I just quit. I said, fuck music. I said, this is long. This industry is fake. Yeah. I said, I was better going back to, I was better off going to the roads because I was just like, they could stab you in your back legally. They can rob you legally in your face. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather take the chance. Did you get me? Back in my estate, what's the point of doing it when you're just gonna get done for millions, in your face, and they'll laugh at you?
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it done me still. I went through mad mental health, started drinking. I was like, went down a bad route, but then I just picked myself up.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know that. They don't understand the effect that. I get they're trying to make a quick buck as well. They're trying to make a quick buck, so they kind of get into the artist's ear and kind of sway him. No, of course,
but even apparently in the contract, takes all the royalties for gunlean.
No, so he's the one that gets.
Yeah, he's getting like 12% royalties into his account.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they did that contract is the bookiest contract. You think my contract was bookie? Whatever contract they got Russ to sign after was a madness because they kept every single penny.
It makes sense why he went crazy after that kind of period as well, because he got bumped as well in that.
Yeah, he got bumped in that period as well. But obviously they sweetened him up for a deal after, innit? So it kind of kept him in line, innit?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but with what they did, they're just crooks, innit? Like that's why I don't really like the industry people up there. I don't really mingle
behind
with
the scenes,
like, I stay with the artist. That's about it. And then
Is there any label you'd say is that rocks with you and treats you proper?
yeah, ADA.
ADA.
Yeah,
You say
ADA.
you're rocking with Warner, yeah?
Yeah, they're cool.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I don't know Warner, ADA, innit? Like Howard's cool, innit? Like,
I love how there's little gang, like ADA is now with, are they still with Warner?
yeah.
So like there's little gangs in, there's a big label like Warner, Sony and all that. Then there's little gangs in them, like there's, you know what I mean?
No, the other
ADA.
labels is just bare problematic. Do you get me?
Oh yeah.
And then it's just always problems. Like even I remember with Bando's label before, like I remember we did a plugged in and they was like, oh no, you can't drop it because of this, because of that. It's just they're always getting away with stuff.
Yeah. Why would they want to stop a plugged in? Like, what was the situation with plugged in?
Yeah.
Oh, the plugged in.
He said, the plugged in.
What's going on with plugged in?
That's another. This is why, if you understand why I want to quit music, because this is, like I said, the industry is just full of bare fake people.
Why has it gone from 3 different channels?
I don't know. That's just his fumes, isn't it? Like that's his choice, isn't it? But
okay.
Why it left my channel is because we just how can I describe? Best way to put it, I actually said to him, I'm not uploading your thing no more because I just got pissed off with him, innit?
Yeah.
Like there's bare things behind the scenes that are deeper and personal, and loads of events that happen and occurred for this to kind of lead up.
I would say it wasn't just a petty argument.
No, it wasn't a petty argument. I think we wasn't cool for like a whole, probably like 6 months, a year, even before that. But then it was just one morning where I just kind of had enough, and he sent me a link to upload the plugged in, and I just aired him. And he was just like, what's going on? I was like, I'm not.
Danny, you got to keep it business sometimes.
I'm not.
Though,
I don't care. But no, why? Who told me I have to be professional and keep it business? It's my channel. I get to do what.
I respect.
Do you know, that's one thing as well, yeah? People call, like, bro, like.
It's business. They say it's business.
It's business or this and that. And then like, or like people would phone me and then they were like, oh, I'm trying to call you for business. Why are you not picking up? I said, bro, I don't have to. I don't have to do anything. Tomorrow I could just say tomorrow, I'm not uploading nothing for 3 months.
Yeah.
You can tell me anything. You can't tell me nothing.
Do you feel like do you feel like that kind of entitlement comes from the way people have previously dealt with you, or how you've allowed people to previously deal with you?
I feel like, yeah, a bit of both.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can't learn to be in this position. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? So everything I just learned as I went along.
Okay, fair enough.
But also with me, I feel like I have a good heart. So the worst lesson I learned was, or the best lesson technically, was understanding that not everyone's like that.
Yeah.
So the quicker I understood that, that's when I started being a bit more kind of that attitude of how I am now.
Is there what's the one situation apart from the whole Virgin thing that you said, yeah, this industry snaky as hell, like people ain't got my best interests at heart?
No, it is the fume situation. But I wouldn't feel like I got snaked.
Yeah.
I didn't get snaked in that situation. That situation was just basically bad business.
Oh, that was bad business.
And it is my fault, like I said, because
How though?
I felt like...
Was it a business without contract situation?
But do you know, at the end of the day, it all comes down to money, and it always comes down to money.
Was it good money?
Like, yeah, that I was supposed to receive.
Oh, right.
Do you get it?
right.
Yeah, like the situation with the fumes thing was basically, I paid, like, we didn't expect plugged in to pop off, innit? We didn't know it was going to pop off. So there was like back and forth on how it would work for both of us beneficially, who gets paid from what, this, that, and that. But I never saw a penny from the streaming side of stuff.
Okay.
So my thing was just, fumes was, the deal we ended up coming down to was like, look, pay me this much a month, you get to keep all the YouTube views. So I was paying him a set amount a month, and I got to keep the YouTube views.
Were you cool with that? Because
I didn't really care. Like
drill wasn't really, like you said, drill's low money.
Yeah, like, but I didn't really mind because it was making good money. Yeah, not like not compared to the streaming. The streaming was a whole different ballpark figure. Yeah. But I'm not greedy in it. So I've got better other things going on in my life anyway, so I don't have to rely on this one little thing to pay me in it. But so basically his label,
Oh, okay.
what they was claiming some of the YouTube videos.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So obviously I was trying to say, bro, like if I'm paying you this much a month,
Yeah.
at least like pattern what you got to run me some change, innit?
Yeah, of course.
So it went over time, months went by, and they were still claiming it. Then there was like 50 videos claimed, then there'll be like 30 videos claimed, then it will slowly go down. But then I wanted to get a report, because obviously it's been a year now that accumulates a lot of money, and it accumulated a lot of money. And then when I basically turned around and said, yo, bro, I can't lie, like, where's my money, innit? A lot of excuses came out, this and that, and obviously that's his personal life, whatever he was saying, that's his business. So obviously I was still like, I understand, but then he must have turned around and said to me, but hear what though, like, I beg you drop me the payment again for next month. I was like, what, bro?
When he owes you money.
You owe me it's not like, even if we was to cancel it out, it would be a fit, like, okay, cool, I'll just pay you again, don't worry. It was a big lump of money. And then for me, like, I could have just...
Did he even need that money? Because he was making... I don't pocket watch, but obviously headlines. He was making Peace of the Hood rich and...
the Fumes made, like, he made a lot of money, innit? Like, but a lot of things happened in his life, innit? Which is not really my position to talk about, but like, unfortunately, like, things do happen. And I feel like they affected him as well, like, mentally, financially, but... I mean, we was actually good friends, and I feel like if those situations didn't happen, it wouldn't have come like this.
Okay.
And then also, because I was just getting so pissed off, like, I just didn't like the person that he became.
Okay.
I was willing to not take... I could have done the fake thing. Yeah, broski, don't worry, and continued it, and somehow got my money back. But because I didn't want to be a snake, I just would have rather took the financial loss and just cut ties with him.
So that's what you hate the business thing. Like, I've clocked it.
He doesn't like headaches. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, you just put your piece first.
No, but do you know what it is? The thing, 100%, especially with music. Because, like, I put, like, I got other investments, I got other businesses, I got other things that I do. So music is more or less like my hobby.
Okay.
So if any drama comes from me, I'm not involved.
You're not
like,
from it,
I don't care about it, bro. I do this for the fans, the people that support me, for the industry. Not the industry. Let me take that back. I do it for, like,
for the people.
for the people.
Man.
Then.
So do you think there's any chance of reconciliation with you and Fumes?
Yeah, because you guys.
Point?
Yeah,
you know, we're close friends.
You know what? I thought about it the other day, and I said, I laughed. I said, nah. Like,
oh, you was considering it in your mind.
I was just like, should I be the bigger person? And I was like, wait, why am I being a bigger person? I didn't do nothing wrong. Well, in my eyes, innit?
Yeah.
And then, to be honest, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care to, like...
To fix it.
I wouldn't write it off. Like, Fumes might see this and he might drop you a message like, I didn't know that was your take on it, bro. Like, this
no, he knows, because our relationship was... Man, I've known Fumes since I was probably like 12 years old. I've known Fumes for a very long time. Like, he was even part of Pressplay at the early stages.
But like you said, maybe he's at a different point of his life now.
Yeah.
So do you think that could change?
Yeah, he might have grown.
Well, from what, like a year? Nah, I know him, bro.
I know him.
I know him. Trust me.
This sounds like brother. This sounds like a brother.
Yeah, this sounds like a brother.
Yeah. Not like he was family, innit?
Yeah.
He was family.
Yeah.
Like we grew up in a like. Yeah, like we went through a lot together as kids as well, like, and
so he saw the whole come up of Pressplay.
Yeah, he's seen the whole come up, not just of Pressplay, but of me as well. But I feel like I didn't like the person he became when he got the fame and money.
All right.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
And a lot of people do change.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. Some people are the same. Yeah. Some people change for the better. Some people change for the worse.
But you didn't want to.
And I told him that. I told him.
You told him?
Yeah, I told him. I said, bro, I don't like what you've become. I don't like the person you are, and I feel like your values have changed. And yeah, like, and then we just stopped being cool, innit? And then from then it spiraled down to like the business falling out and stuff like that. And yeah.
Oh, okay, so even after you told him that you tried to do the business thing still.
Yeah, like we had bare disagreements in and out, just of other things. And then because he always, you know, I feel like he always looked not down on me, but as you're like my little brother, innit? Because he was always older, he was my mentor at one little stage, like 2 years ago, innit? Yeah. So obviously, I feel like it was just me kind of turning around and just telling them,
You
bro,
being the boss
like,
of your own.
yeah, like I can't lie, I don't like the way you're talking to me. I don't like the way you're moving. I don't like the person you've become and how you treat others around
I'm
you.
Danny fucking press play. Like
You get it?
yeah, there comes to a point where you just gotta tell him, man, I'm fucking Danny. You know? I'm Danny. You know?
Like, it was a good journey, like, but it comes to an end, innit? And for me, like I said, I'm more about peace than
anything else.
yeah,
right now.
man. So
I hear that.
Well, I respect that. I respect that. Hopefully, in the future, maybe it doesn't have to be the near future, but maybe in the future, you guys can, you know, talk it out.
Talk it out.
Because, like I said, it was bad business, as you said, but it was the most popping press.
I don't. Nah, he's too stubborn, man. Like, me and him, like,
you're just knocking it and saying
yeah.
no.
Do you get it? Like,
I just feel like maybe
stubborn,
it just sounds like it's too early. That's what I'm hearing.
It's
It's too early.
Maybe.
Like,
Who knows?
The fumes got a proper go.
Nah, because you know, like when
go.
you tell someone why they're in the wrong and then they can't accept it. Like
growth changes that though. So
yeah,
I guess
well, I hope he
wait.
does grow in it.
Yeah.
Like, it would be big on him, but
Hey,
for me, like I ain't even got that interest. Like,
hey, I want your take on something.
yeah,
You know the Kaylum. Wait, you know Kaylum Dennis, right?
yeah, of course, yeah.
He's had the situation with Notes. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's spiraled out of control. People are claiming that Notes is snitching. People are claiming all of this and that. Do you know about the situation or?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it. Kaylum called me when he came out of jail.
Oh, he called you when he came out. Is
Yeah.
that fresh? Oh wait, you guys are cool like that?
Yeah. But like me and Kaylum lived together.
Say swear.
Yeah, like at the start of Pressplay, remember the old days when like the come up of like Stormzy, Section Boys, Swear, what's his name, Young Fume and all of that.
Them times Kaylum was in his bag as well.
Yeah, so he was a cameraman at Pressplay, innit?
Yeah.
Kaylum was like my little brother and that. And I remember, what's it called? I remember like Kaylum brought bare problems to my life. There was people trying to kidnap him from back then and find him.
Just the naughty.
Kaylum was just Kaylum. If you knew Kaylum back then, you understand the
situation.
To you it would be nothing. So, but with Kaylum, yeah, like. We started, not when we started, but when Pressplay was back then, like I was telling you in that era, like he was a cameraman. We was living together in an office building, you know, like an industrial estate.
Yeah.
You get the offices.
Yeah.
We was living there because he had problems at home. I had problems at home.
Oh, so you guys
yeah, bro, it was a tiny little room and we were just grinding, literally grinding. That's we had nothing to do. Like the only thing we could do was film.
I love how our industry knows each other, like them kind of stories there.
It's
like,
a proper tie.
Yeah, like we go way back, and but Kaylum was always problematic. So that when I saw that situation,
so you see this, like he hasn't even lost himself. That's just how he is.
Yeah, that's just how he is. So,
okay.
Like it came to me as no surprise. You know, like when you have that one crazy friend that they'll be like, oh, they tried to like blow up a building. You be like, yeah. No, I'm not shocked still. Like
that's a positive light to it because it sounded very like concerning, but obviously from someone who knows him, if that's how he is, then obviously you know.
So would you guys say it's Notes' fault for not knowing not knowing how Kaylum is? Because if he knew how Kaylum was, he would be able to.
No, I feel.
Well,
like,
obviously they were friends, innit? They were living together, so there's clearly got to be some faults on both sides.
Was Kaylum out of line?
Yes.
For bringing people to Notes as well?
Yes.
Yeah. For stealing the dog.
Why did he steal the dog?
I feel like there's bad parts on both sides, if that makes sense. But
I feel like maybe a lot like people's egos were hurt.
Yeah,
as well, so
that's what it is.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
But guys do that a lot though.
Because imagine Notes and Kaylum are arguing, and then Kaylum's like, "Oh, you're just a singer," and then Notes like, "Oh, you're just a cameraman." Like they're both like yeah. Do you get it? So you can imagine like their egos.
I think it's just another brotherly fight that their one just went too far.
He might have tested Notes as gangster. I've spoken to a few people.
No, but that friendship is new though.
Oh, is it? It's fairly
yeah. That friendship is fairly new though. So they don't go way back. Remember, they're the whole. Do you get it? So
the way the story got explained to me is like Notes was helping him out. So maybe it might have been a thing where maybe Notes was trying to little boy him or I don't know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know, innit? Like we'll never know. Like there's always three sides to a story. One side, the other side, and the truth.
The true facts.
So
yeah,
that's a fact.
I was even shocked. It was Kaylum would even live with Notes. So.
Kaylum touched the wing though, like.
To him in jail, that is the funniest thing.
No, he blended. He was on the wing with my guys still. Apparently, he blended in like he socialized cool. He was out here every day.
No, he had to be.
Yeah.
Now, he knows it, but you got to remember, especially being a cameraman.
He's done a lot, everyone knows him.
Yeah, it's even like with me, that's like, I don't really find areas in the UK scary because I've filmed like videos in every single block.
Yeah.
So like I could go to like probably 90% of the estates in London,
recognize
and I'll
you.
know who's there, who's the new generation, because I've helped the new generation and the old generation.
Yeah.
So they'll know me, innit?
I've got a question for you just off the back of that though.
Yeah.
So like, as you've been around in London, have you been involved in any sort of like madnesses whilst you're recording where it's
Well,
like, give us some stories.
I don't know. Like,
What's the scariest one? What's the one that you proper remember? You're like,
I remember
that was close.
Oh shit! Yeah, there was once. Yeah, I was in North London, and mid shoot, a shootout started happening.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I ran to the car. I was like, I ain't getting shot. Ran to
Wait,
the
a
car.
shootout? Did you say?
Yeah. Not between.
Yeah.
Sorry. I heard like whether it was fireworks or gunshots.
Oh, okay.
Things were getting fired, innit?
Yeah.
So I ran back to the car, put my key in. Back then I think I had a Corsa.
Yeah.
I turned it on, battery dead.
Yeah.
I've got out the car and I'm trying to push it now because the adrenaline's high, innit?
Yeah.
There's things are flying,
Things are flying.
So I was just trying to get out of there, but I gave up, got in the car, and then the altercation was getting closer to the car.
You.
And then the car
so
was getting used as a shield.
No!
So I was stuck in the car. I was praying.
That's like a movie, you know?
Yeah, I remember that. That was...
That's crazy.
There's that. I remember as well, like, situation happened in South London. I think that case is, like, yeah.
Did they take your camera? Like, did they ever try to take your camera?
Yeah, I've been raided. There was a time.
They raid you?
Like in 2019, where I think I got raided like 3-4 times and they kept taking the equipment.
What?
I still haven't got
crazy.
it back, but
Yeah,
they violated.
they do that
So
still. They never...
Yeah, but I don't know what I could talk about in it because obviously I don't know what's
ongoing.
Yeah, so but yeah, there is. It's remember, violence doesn't take a holiday or a break, innit?
It's true.
So even if you're on the block shooting videos, like. There's been times in South where I'm on one block and I know the other block too, and I'm filming, and the other block are coming there and they're like, "Oh, Daddy, what's going on? You good, yeah?" And then they're just chasing each other also what the weird thing that I found out about is like when they would get angry at me, for filming their ops and stuff,
Yeah.
And then it's just like, and I'm like to them, bro, you decided to have problems with them, not me.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause there's a
And
lot
there'll be
of
new options.
that's my point. There'll be not groups of music groups that were cool, and then they fell out. And then they're like, oh, not like pick a side, but like, oh, you're helping them too much. I was like, but bro, I met all you lot as
me helping them at one point was helping you guys.
You
lot,
lot,
you guys were one at one point.
Yeah, exactly. So just because you fell out with your problems doesn't come
mean
to me.
yeah.
And because this is weird. I find it weird when rappers like threaten industry people.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Like,
SD done that though. Didn't SD threaten in one of his bars? Didn't he? I think he was joking. He must have been joking. SD's a nice guy.
No, SD's actually a very
he's a lovely
cool
guy, isn't it?
He's actually a very cool guy still.
Shower demon.
Yeah, man. But I never understood it. Like they'll just give bare chat and bare like.
Yeah.
And then that's even like when I went America, like one of the drill artists there was like a lot of them actually, because I did ask the same questions to a lot of them. They was like, bro, we don't care about, like, they're not our direct ops. Like, we don't beef the industry people. They're just making their money. They're doing their thing. Like, if you as a cameraman came and said to me, oh, I'm not doing your video because I fuck with them. Okay, now you made yourself involved.
Of course,
if I'm just trying to book you for a job, I just want a video shoot.
Yeah,
that has nothing to do with
Yeah.
So that's how we feeling when y'all come for Nick. He's just
yeah.
That's how we feeling.
That's the thing is like
we get our fair share.
With what you do is, I look at it as funny, innit? But like they can't they can't get mad at something when it's just.
It's fair though.
Especially when you're talking about numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's what's so crazy. It's numbers. Like it's literally right there.
Yeah.
Or if you're talking about a situation, like it's already to them maybe there's like, I don't want you to publicize it.
They make it seem like
but
I done it. Like
yeah. It's already out there. Like and to threaten, it's never made sense to me.
So what if there was any two artists that are beefing right now that you can do a song together? Who would they be?
Ooh.
I remember I had an idea of who, but it keeps changing.
Okay, so right now, who is it?
Right now, you know what? I would love to hear a Digga and Sense tune.
Ooh.
Oh,
That would be that would be a competitive song.
Yeah,
it would be.
Which what do you reckon?
What?
Who do you reckon will go harder?
No, I think Digga's more versatile than Sench, I'd say, innit? Because he's got the yardy flow, he's got the rap flow.
No, but I'm not talking about versatility. I think
Digga can spin Sench for that reason, though.
Okay.
So see with Sprinter, who span who?
Sench. It's like, bro, it's evident that Sench kind of spun Dave. But really? I don't know, but it's hard. I don't know because Dave did come nice at the end, like with the whole she got the E-class a lot on her chest.
Stuttering.
But then, but Kim Kardashian was going mad over Sench's lyrics.
It's true.
So who would you say is the number one artist in the UK?
Right
now.
In the UK?
Yeah.
Oh, Dave.
If it wasn't Dave, who next?
Sench.
If it wasn't Sench, who next?
See, that's where it starts to get a bit weird.
So who would you say?
So would you...
What, right now?
Yeah.
Probably J Huss.
Oh, right now. Okay.
Yeah,
if we're speaking at present, that's fair.
Huss, yeah.
At present.
That's right now. That's how...
Right now.
Look at the charts. That's how it's going.
Don't you reckon Sench and Dave and their circle kind of run the scene then?
What? Yeah,
Fredo, Sench, Dave, like
Stormzy, that umbrella of people.
You're trying to say there's a little.
I think they are the glass ceiling. You know when they say you can't. They are the glass ceiling.
The industry events. They're the ones that are together taking vids.
Yeah,
you reckon they're running it right now?
Yeah, of course they run the scene. There's a little industry group there that's running the scene.
There is. But do you think that group was intentional?
I think
that's an intentional group?
I feel like they're all against Digga as well.
They're all against Digga?
Yeah, I feel like it.
Why would you say that?
Just with like...
Digga don't get his flowers from people that he's supposed to. But do you think like that's because Digga's kind of just does his own thing and doesn't try to reach out to anyone also? Do you think it's like a bit of both?
He's a part of the problem, but there's definitely an agenda against him.
Do you reckon he's getting blackballed?
Yeah, they're trying, but clearly it's not working. If he's got energy... Every year he gets a hit, like multiple hits. So whatever they're trying is clearly not working. I guess it's working more now because his last single didn't even chart. But I don't know if maybe it's just seasonal, as you said earlier. Yeah.
Maybe
it's just seasonal. Drill normally pops in the
winter.
In the winter.
When it's cold outside.
No, they've tried to make summer bangers though.
Yeah.
He's
It's a bit mad, is it?
Yeah.
What's the plans for the future though? You said you wanted to go Canada next.
Yeah, literally. Hopefully get a Drake co-side or something.
Ooh.
Okay, all right.
That'd be cool.
He's saying start working with the Toronto lot.
Yeah, because I feel like once you break through a certain barrier in America, that's it. It's because look what Sench did.
It's true.
If I take Sench's marketing plan as an artist but put it into a platform, as soon as he broke that American barrier, it was long for anyone else.
European barrier, but America.
No, but his most streams are not even from the UK.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like France and Portugal and...
Yeah, but he did the Europe tour.
Yeah.
And then he did the America thing. Remember, because he was dropping their songs about Europeans, Italian, Spanish, German, and then he did America. But I'm just going straight to America. It's just easier, further away from the UK. So hopefully, Canada.
So interesting that you even said that you want to get a Drake co-sign, because I see people on Twitter again. Oh, Drake's He's a dick rider. He just jumps on every bandwagon. Why don't people understand that it's beneficial?
Yeah, I know,
What?
I know.
Is that how they're talking about Drake? Is that how they're talking about Drake?
Listen, Drake co-signed this, right?
Yeah,
here,
because you know
co-signed
it's
this.
like a marketing.
What do you mean?
It would be good for marketing
It's
because
good
once
on
you get
both
Drake,
ends.
if I get Drake on the platform, the doors it opens to get other artists just easier as well. Do you know what I mean?
It's crazy.
I don't even care if he does a freestyle on Pressplay and it's 10 seconds long.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
It's just
Drake.
it's the way.
It's actually just Drake.
When you clock how the scene is and their perceptions. Remember, people don't jump on nothing until someone that they look up to jumps on it. Then they get on it. Do you get it? So that's why even if Drake charged me a mad price for something, I'll pay it.
Yeah.
Because I'll know that I'll get the money back through the other things
in
that will come
return.
from it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So,
That's fair.
but yeah, and then go back to New York, Atlanta, try to get Little Baby, that, get into the trap wave. I don't know, like I generally don't like writing things down and planning them. I just go action. Yeah, just go action it and see where it goes because the plan always changes. It never goes to plan. So
That's
just
good.
understand what you want to do and just do it.
Before you went to New York, a second time recently.
Yeah.
You was telling me about it. I was like, yeah, you're capping. I thought you were just having a tantrum. Like, yeah, you was like, oh, I'm gonna go to New York. I'm just gonna stay there.
Yeah, no, I booked my ticket. Me and Josh, and then like we just cut in it.
Just cut.
Yeah, we just landed, and I was just like, right, let's just shouting people in it, and then they just went berserk. Yeah. We was doing like 3 to 4 Lightworks a day. I still got like 60 left to drop.
Crazy.
Yeah, and
big up Josh as well, man.
That's
he
amazing.
killed it. Like,
That's amazing. Well done. Well done.
It was sick. Can't wait to go back there.
Oh, you sound excited. I like this.
Yeah,
energy.
see, this is what I'm saying. When I'm in London, it's just
You was doing some really good scenes. You was doing some scenes in the subway that I was like, right, you can't get this.
yeah. They're so down to just do different. That's what I'm saying. It's the world of entertainment. Like that's where the home of music is. So you get a lot more done. People are more excited. You got to be a bit more careful out there, not in terms of like safety and violence, but in terms of what people will koalas you in it, especially music wise, and act like important and this and that. Because there was a lot of situations out there as well where they'll be like, "Yo, man, I got a track with this big artist. Come and film it." And then I get there and they're like, "Oh, change of plan. We're just gonna do this." And I'm like, and I have to say. Oh.
You just gotta do it.
Yeah, then just
sticky situation.
Just cut out, because you know out there is just different.
People are too erratic. You don't know what's gonna come off the back of it.
You start communicating with people. I was just like, look, I came here to do this. I don't really like the change of plan. So when you got this ready, I'll come back. I know, yeah. So, but it's big koalas out there. Like people out there, present themselves more important than they are.
At least they know how to present themselves.
They got real fake it till you make it mentality out there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because remember it's like Hollywood, the home of the. But it's more exciting. Like you get more things done out there, 100%. Like in the UK, when I did the Lightwork freestyles, I probably did about one a week, one every 2 weeks. When I was word of a lie, when I was out in New York, I was literally doing about 3 to 4 a day.
3 to 4 a day.
Yeah.
The work rate just increased.
Literally.
What? How did Lightwork even come about?
I did it probably the first one I did 10 years ago.
Okay.
I just never took it serious, innit?
It was just an idea.
It was, and I just kept it going. I never really took it. I still don't.
You're just going with the flow.
Yeah, literally.
All right.
That's my motto and that's my philosophy in life, man.
You reintroduced.
Just go with the flow.
It stopped for a bit, and then you reintroduced it after the whole.
Plugged in.
Yeah.
I stopped it to promote Plugged In.
Oh, you actually put it on pause for that? Okay.
Because it would have been a conflict of interest in someone's eyes. For me,
that's nice of you, Danny.
Yeah, you get have a nice guy.
That's actually very nice.
Done over in it, Do you get why I'm tired?
Yeah.
Of this.
So, what's your biggest Lightwork?
Probably in terms of name, I would say Fivio Foreign.
Okay.
Bavi.
In terms of numbers,
Neato MB. I think it's like 20 something mil.
Yeah, Lightworks had so much crazy moments.
It was a lot of people's come up as well. That's what I liked about Lightworks. It helped people grow rather than a lot of these freestyle shows that only get artists that are already popping. Yeah. Because that's like, which I understand why people do that and people act like that in this industry, but it's a bit unfair, innit? That's why I think the industry is the way it is. I feel like that's why the formula has gone into, we don't care about talent, we don't care about we just care about if it's popping on TikTok now, jump on it.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what it is for the new artists. That's their strategy now, which is unfortunate, because before, a lot of the artists would drop a lot of stuff, build a fan base, continue. Now you just getting that little catchy song on TikTok, then you're blowing up. So it has kind of ruined it for the up and comers.
That's what makes it fast food, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's more of a gamble, innit? Because it's not about talent, it's not about building a foundation.
Yeah, but there's no longevity in that. That's what I'm saying. Is that like
not really, because a lot of the people that are popping right now is longevity.
You think?
Like for example, Dave.
Yeah.
If you go back on his whole history, he was dropping on SBTV even them times, Black Box. Like he didn't just blow up off TikTok one day. He had his steps.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
had his steps. Stormzy had his steps. Everyone had their. Even Fredo is kind of new, but he's not. So he still had that one song, and then he kept going and going. But look at all of last year, all those little TikTok songs that dropped. Like, what happened to all of them guys?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But it's hard though.
Do you think it's possible to build longevity based on that type of TikTok?
Not now. Nah, not with TikTok. Because where have all the TikTok rappers gone?
Lil's Glad You Came.
Yeah.
He hasn't made another hit yet.
Yeah.
Obviously Strands is doing quite well though.
Yeah, Strands is doing.
Would you call him a TikTok?
No, I wouldn't even call him a TikTok rapper, because I never started hearing his music through TikTok.
Where did you start hearing his music?
I think I just saw it on Instagram and I was like, I like the style of this. It's different. I kind of like it.
I think we get confused between people that have a strong following on TikTok to rappers that only do well because of TikTok.
Yeah.
I think he's not. Yeah, he's
wouldn't-
actually got talent.
That's what I'm saying. So he did, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he managed to break through and continue and get somewhere with that. But that's what, one person out of how many?
It's true.
Switch OTR done that.
With what song?
That's Coming For You.
Yeah, and then what next? See it.
Yeah. And I'll say, do you know how you can identify a TikTok song as well? You only know 30 seconds.
Yeah, not even 30 seconds.
Or
like a
do you know
line.
what I mean? Just a line out of
Yeah.
it. That's all you'll know. But you'll feel like you've heard the song so many times until you actually listen to the actual whole song and you're like, wow.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like
yeah,
it's unfair on the new up and coming artists, because a lot of them are actually talented, but they get not looked down upon, but they get missed in the system because of the way, especially with everyone's attention span now going down. Like it's not a conspiracy theory, but yeah, TikTok has ruined it. Yeah. Because remember, like before, they used to say like, oh, you've got 15, like in marketing, you've got 15 seconds to capture the audience's attention. Then Instagram came out, went down to like 7 seconds. Then TikTok made it free. Yeah. So that's why, if you even realize, everyone's tracks are getting shorter and shorter, because they've realized everyone's attention span is getting shorter and shorter.
Songs are only like 2 minutes.
Yeah, people will see like back in the day, I don't know, you watch a YouTube video, you see, oh, it's 40 minutes long. Oh, that's all right, that's cool, let me watch it. Now, if you see a video that's 20 minutes long, that's long. I remember like, I had the camera team, I gave them an idea of a show that I wanted to do, like a public speaking show out on the street. I gave them an example. I wanted it to be like 20 minutes long. They came back and made it 53 seconds long.
What?
They're like, yeah, this is the best way to do it. I was like, no, I'm trying to get those mid-roll ads. Yeah, so.
It's crazy.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you're blaming TikTok ruined everything.
TikTok ruined everything. No, but you know this as well. Like being around labels and this and that, you know exactly what impact they had on the industry.
From when they're trying to go to people like K-Trap and Nines and say, how are you going to get popping on TikTok? You just know that the game's
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of those artists, like you were saying, Dave, all of that, they missed that whole TikTok hype.
Yeah.
So it's even made artists that were like on the verge of a come up, getting views, about to break through, and then TikTok came through and ruined it for them, I feel like. That's why a lot of people, if you looked at a lot of people that were getting not 1 million views, but getting like 300K, 400K, that's still great numbers. Yeah. But back then, people didn't see it as great. You had to get 1 million. But they was on their way to get that 1 million. Now they can't even secure 50K, 100K.
Yeah. What, so you're saying it's taking the eye off the like people with really good talent? So
yeah,
I'd say people like PR. You know PR from Search and Destroy.
Yeah, of course.
His numbers are amazing.
Yeah. Organically.
They're
as well.
organic as well.
Yeah,
he doesn't use ads.
Yeah, you know they're organic.
You can't be too sure nowadays.
Yeah.
His numbers are amazing, but because there's so much TikTok rappers doing like his level or more than him, like he doesn't get noticed.
Yeah, because even the other day he called me and he was just like, "Oh, Danny, man," he was like punches on like 350k.
Does he watch the numbers?
Yeah, he was a bit disheartened, and I was just like to him, bro. First, like, it's doing better than majority of projects out there.
Yeah.
It got leaked 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Like everyone's banged out the song, and you still managed to secure nearly 500,000 views. Yeah. But he's comparing himself to the TikTok rappers. Yeah. He's seeing, but I've taught him the game as well. I've showed him. But you got to remember, you got 350k legit views. If you did ads as well, you've probably been sitting on like 600k or something. You get it? Like a lot of it's weird. Like a lot of man as well drop projects, and I see them get 1 million views in 3 days, and then a month later they only got another 200k.
Yeah. And
then even their streams don't add up, and it's just like,
how did it happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it. No, bless. Big up, hey, PR learning the game, you know.
Yeah, you have to teach him.
No, bless.
I'm gonna be out of here soon, so.
Come on, Danny.
Nah, it's time, man.
It's time.
They'll fight.
He's really done his fair share. We have to give him.
He's tired. Man. Danny's tired.
Leave the drill stuff to like Pac-Man TV and let him take the road.
Yeah, I feel you.
There's a lot of great creators in this industry that I know that have quit. Like, not quit, like, they're more, how can I say, I feel like I'm a content creator more than just a channel.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Because like compared to me, like really and truly what other channels are actually in the field with the artists actually doing these projects. Like, look at the owners of GRM, SBTV, SB was in the field, to take that back. GRM, Mixtape Madness, like majority of them are just, not saying they're corporate guys, but they're just guys that are in their office uploading videos. Like they do my organized stuff, but they're not actually in the field. The artists, like how me, Rashid from Link Up and Ade was, or even like Pac-Man, is actually going out there and creating it.
You're a genius as well, because a method you used for the recent Lightworks was you'd film the behind the scenes and even funny bits like Loski and SD being funny together. So you could only do you get it? You could only capture that if you're there. Yeah, you're a content.
Do you get me? But don't get me wrong, them lot got money to hire people to do that, which ain't a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't feel like they're, even though they're big channels, like I just don't feel like they themselves as a person are foundations of this industry.
Yeah.
Because they weren't in the field.
I feel you.
Not to like, not to diss anyone.
They weren't in the field.
Respectable.
Yeah. Like,
you changed my opinion on a few things as well, Danny. You know.
That's good.
Yeah, you made me see things in a different light. You know, like what the TikTok rappers that blowed up back like last year. Where are they now? Like, yeah.
It's good.
Scary. It's scary.
It was sick. It was sick having you, Danny.
It was good to be here.
For coming. We've seen you a few times.
Yeah, I know, it's good to finally get
finally,
and done. So,
thank you so much for coming. We always appreciate your time because we know you're a busy man.
And thank you, man. Thank you for all you're doing in the scene right now, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for all you've done in the scene. Thank you for all you're doing in the scene.
Yeah.
Thank you for all that you will do in the scene as well, man. You're doing a lot.
Of course. If you didn't feel appreciated before,
I appreciate
you.
You.
Flowers now. We appreciate you.
He said, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah, for real. Sometimes you gotta hear it.
It's nice to hear it from.
Yeah.
No, come on.
But yeah, no.
Thank you for coming.
Any luck? Wait, do you want to say anything before we wrap up?
No.
Yeah.
He said
anything to look at.
He said, "Forget the industry."
That's what he's saying. That's
I'm gone.
Like, you know, like when they drop the mic or like they just
mic drop. He's like, yeah.
But yeah,
that's what he's saying. We got too much money over here. We got
like,
too much money.
Like, we'll book my flight to the States.
Oh,
the
he's off again.
Guys,
just put some like airport playing in the background, and I'm out, man.
Soft life king.
Yeah, literally.
Guys, this is the FYI podcast. Hey, Danny,
shout out,
legend.
Yes,
Mimi.
Thank you. It's good to see y'all. Take care. Follow, subscribe, like everything.
All of that stuff. Oh, we're throwing up gang signs, just random gang signs. Is that how we're gonna cut it?
Yeah.